keeps calling me, asking me, where are you, where are you, where are you, why? I'm not a kid. I'm not a kid anymore. But my mother will still call me to ask me, where are you, because of the whole SARS issue. We are tired.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is not the regular content that you are used to seeing on my channel, and that is because I can't just upload a regular content right now. Right now I'm not in the mood, or I'm not in a state of mind to just upload a regular content, because right now Nigeria, my country, is burning. I don't know how long I need to be in a state of mind to upload regular content, because honestly I don't feel like uploading anything else. But before I can upload anything else or move further or move on, I mean, I can't even move on. But before I can upload anything else, I need to address what is happening, because maybe some of you don't know what is happening. Protests started early this month after a video surfaced on social media showing another act of brutality from SARS. And the list of things that they have done goes on, and they've been doing this for years and years and years. There are videos that I have seen. And of course I can't show these images here on YouTube, otherwise YouTube will flag this video and I can't get the message across. So yes, I can only urge you to do your research, and the information is out there. If you search, the information is out there, you can find it yourself. But the things these people have done is so inhuman. You can't even believe that human beings are able to do such a thing, that you can't even believe that it, like. So after the video was surfaced and that incident was videoed by another person, that person now uploaded the video, and the video circulated on social media. So when the video surfaced and was circulating on social media, the youth of Nigeria went to the streets to protest. The protest was against SARS, to end SARS and to end police brutality. Mind you, the protests were peaceful. From beginning of October up until the afternoon of 20th of October, the protesters were peaceful. Of course, there were paid hoodlums who were there to cause unrest, who were there to discredit the protesters, to make it seem as if the protesters were violent. But those were not the protesters. They were hoodlums, they were thugs, and they were just doing their own thing. But they had nothing to do with the youths that were protesting peacefully. The youths were protesting peacefully. There was no violence. They were actually trying to just keep the hoodlums away so that the government could see that yes, they are peaceful. A couple of days before the 20th of October, it was announced that there would be military dispatched, and they were called Crocodile Smile. In the afternoon of the 20th of October 2020, some people were seen at the Lekki Toll Gate dismantling CCTV cameras. And when they were asked why they were doing it or who sent them, they said the government sent them. They said they were sent to do it. On that very same day, curfew was set to 4 p.m. So people were supposed to leave the streets and be at home by 4 p.m. And then the curfew was later on shifted to 9 p.m. So mind you, during this time, the protesters were still at the Lekki Toll Gate and they were protesting peacefully.
Mona show them say these people not get gun. Una carry gun, me I not carry gun, no. Una get gun, una carry cutlass, una carry dagger, you not carry anything. Okay, that peaceful protest, Abi. Okay, make everybody the same.
They were unarmed, they were having the Nigerian flag, waving it and singing and protesting what protesters do peacefully. In the evening of the 20th of October, the army arrived and began shooting. Like I said, they were protesting peacefully, they were unarmed, they were waving the Nigerian flag and they were singing. All this I'm saying, there are videos out there that show exactly what happened or part of what happened, because yes. But before the army started shooting, like I said, in the afternoon, some men had gone there to dismantle the CCTV cameras. And then before the army started shooting, they turned off the light at the toll gate station. They turned off the light and they turned off the billboards. And after it was pitch dark, that is when they started shooting.
Shall never be there. So sorry, we can't man.
I don't know if I can put the video up here without YouTube flagging the video or taking it down or whatever, because I don't know how they're gonna do this, but you can hear them singing the national anthem and you can see them waving the Nigerian flag. Even in the background of the video, you can hear them saying, sit down, sit down, sit down, so that the military would see that these people are unarmed. They are not actually trying to attack. They weren't doing anything. But then they were still shot at. On the 20th of October 2020, the Nigerian military was sent to slaughter its own citizens who were peaceful, who were fighting for a better Nigeria, who were fighting against corruption, who were fighting against bad governance. And they sent the military to slaughter its own youth. They said they don't have enough ammunition or weapons to fight Boko Haram. But they had enough weapons, they had enough guns to shoot at unarmed protesters. They had enough guns, live ammunition. It wasn't even like rubber something or water guns. No, they were shooting with live ammunition. They shot at them with live ammunition. Who does that? Who does that? And then they have the audacity to deny that it happened. They had the audacity to deny and say there were no casualties. They say there were no casualties when the images are out there, when video footages are out there showing how the people on ground were trying to take bullets out of the legs of the fallen ones. And then, to top it all off, they blocked the ambulance from going there to help them.
Ami not allow you pass. Ami, you know what? Ami not allow you do anything. They're not allowed to pass, Abi. You see, Ami not allowed them pass to go save lives.
They blocked the ambulance to go and help those that were shot at. Who does that? Why? They were protesting peacefully for a better Nigeria, and then you go there to slaughter them. The very thing that they were protesting against is the very thing that happened. The very reason why the youths were there protesting. They were there protesting for the very thing that you guys came to do, to slaughter, to exercise excessive and unnecessary brutality, inhumanity, to massacre them. See, started off as endsars and end police brutality. But now it's no more endsars and police brutality. Now it's end bad government. End the bad government. In fact, because these people, these police units cannot do these things if the government have not given them the chance to do so. Corruption and police brutality wouldn't thrive if the government wouldn't allow it. So it's no more about ending SARS and ending police brutality. It's ending the government. It's ending the bad government. At this point, it is no more about ending SARS. It is beyond ending SARS, because it is the same people on the top who are giving these people instructions and giving them the freedom to execute these things that they are doing. Extorting people, stealing from people, raping people, killing people, torturing people. If you saw the videos that I have seen of what they do, not only to grown-ups, but also to kids, to women, to children. God. We need to pray. For those of you who believe in prayer, we need to pray. I know not everybody believes in the power of prayer. I know everybody believes that there is power in prayer, but I do believe that there is power in prayer, and I do believe that the war that we're fighting is not a physical one. It's not a carnal fight. It is spiritual. How can a human being do something like this to his fellow human without any remorse, without any feeling of, without his conscience judging, without that feeling of guilt or humanity, without any compassion? How can you do such things? These things have been taking place for a long time, and the government have been there. The government has been there silent. The government has been there silent, has not said anything, has not done anything to stop these things from happening. And then the same government sat there and let this thing happen on the 20th of October 2020 to massacre its youth who were unarmed, who were peacefully protesting. We need to pray. We need to pray, because this battle, it is not a carnal one. The forces that we are against, we can't fight with our own strength. We need to pray. So all of you who do believe in the power of prayer, I urge you to pray. Pray like you have never prayed before, because this is not something to be taken. This is not something that is flesh and blood. This is not something that is flesh and blood. What took place on 20th October 2020 was supposed to incite fear in the people, was supposed to stop the people from protesting, to just shut down and be silent, and to just accept their fate and just to leave the things the way they are. But no. Now is the time to even stand up and speak up against inhumanity. Because if we keep silent now, then those people that died have died in vain. Do we want these people to have died in vain? No. We don't want these people to have died in vain, so we can't be silent. We need to keep protesting until we see a change. No, I don't live in Nigeria, but I do have family that live there. I have friends that live there, and they are directly affected. So just because we live in the diaspora doesn't mean that we are not affected. I live in Germany, you might live in UK or US or wherever, but that doesn't mean you are not affected. Everybody is affected by this. So you cannot sit down and say that this is a Nigerian problem. No. It's only a matter of time before it becomes your problem also. It is only a matter of time. Because if it can happen in Nigeria and nobody talks about it, and nobody is doing anything about it, and everybody is silent, then best believe that it can happen elsewhere and people will be quiet and it will keep on happening. So now is the time for us to stop being silent and to make our voices be heard. Let our voices be heard. Let them see that no, we are done being silent. We cannot be silent. We cannot remain silent and let these things continue happening. We have to think about our future generation. Even if you're not thinking about yourself, if you think that, okay, you are fine right now, what about your children? What about your children's children? Do you want them to live in this kind of world? Do you want your children to grow up in such a world where they can be raped, they can be extorted? And when they are tired of being raped, of being extorted, of being robbed, and they speak up, they are killed. Do you want your children to grow up in such a world? I didn't mean for this video to be too long, and I don't even know where to end this, but I urge you to speak up. Spread it all over your platforms, your social media, wherever. Inform people for them to know what is happening. And in the description box down below, I'm going to leave links to petitions that you can sign to help in this cause, because one person alone cannot do it. It is when we all come together. When we all come together, we can make a change. When we all come together, we can make the change. But we have to all come together. It is not only one person who can take this upon themselves and run with it. We all need to run together. And when one is weak, we push ourselves, we carry ourselves. And when one is weak, we carry ourselves and we keep going, because this cannot stop. They can't win. We can't let those that die in vain. We cannot let the lives that have been lost be in vain. I don't know what else to say, so I'm just going to end this video right here. Thank you so much for watching, and see you again in my next one.